Welcome to Lecture Online. You may wonder why did we sneak this video in here in the set, talking about vectors, talking about the fundamental theorem of calculus. It's something we see quite early on in a calculus course, and what it really says is that if we take the integral of the derivative of a function and we evaluate that integral from a to b, that is equal to the function evaluated at b minus the function evaluated at a. Sometimes they will write it instead of f prime of x, they'll write it as df dx. And of course that this is exactly the same as this, so just another way of writing the fundamental theorem of calculus. Well, what does it mean? And why is it here in this video series? So we'll answer both of those questions. First of all, it's a good way to look at this is to do a nice little example. And so we have a simple function y equals x squared. So if we then say that f of x, the function of x, equals x squared, and then we take the derivative of that function, we get 2x. Now, if we integrate the derivative of the function, and we replace f prime of x by 2x, which is of course a derivative of our original function, and then we integrate that, we get 2x squared over 2, the 2's cancel out, we eventually get x squared, which is we get our function back. We evaluate it from 0 to 4. When we plug in the upper limit, we get 16. When we plug in the lower limit, we get 0. And so therefore, we realize that's exactly the same as if we took our function, our original function, evaluated at the upper limit, x equals 4. And so maybe we'll put a thing up there and say, okay, there it is. This is x equals 4. This is x equals 0. So when we evaluate it at x equals 4 and subtract from that, when we evaluate the function at x equals 0, we get the exact same value. And that's what we mean by the fundamental theorem of calculus. So that's what it means. Now you may wonder, well, why is it here? Well, it turns out that we're going to do something similar to that, but we're going to talk about the gradient and the divergence and the fundamental theorems of those, as well as the divergence, the gradient, and the curl. I almost forgot the curl, can't forget the curl. So we have some very interesting theorems which parallel this basic fundamental theorem of calculus. And so you'll see that there's a nice connection between the two. That's why we put it here as a reminder. And now let's go look at these other theorems to see how similar they are to this. And that is how it's done. 2.5 minutes, that's not bad. 2.5 minutes is pretty short. All right. Whew,